Hi everyone, this is my mindfulness lab on Molly Deshawn's mindfulness workshop that we just participated in on February 12th. I'm basically just going to talk about some things that I really liked, some things that are going to help me with my everyday being mindful, and things that I think will be really beneficial to take into the field with me. One of them being the stressed out stop acronym, S being basically stop what you're doing, T being to take a few deep breaths, focus on your breathing, O being to observe what is around you, and P being to proceed with things that are going to help you, some things that are going to support you. I thought this was a really cool, easy thing. It takes like 1 to 3 minutes, and you can do it just if you're on the run. Even if you have a busy day, you can take a minute to yourself and focus on this. So I feel like it's really beneficial if you don't have those 10, 15 minutes to really focus on yourself. It's something that you can just quickly do, and I think it will help. I know it will help me. Another thing that I really like that Molly introduced to us was this little chart, the I'm grateful for. It's kind of something that we can do on our own. We can do with the youth that we're going to be working with as a way for them to recognize things that they are grateful for, people that they're grateful for. They can reflect on positive things that happened during their day or things that kind of inspired them, and people who influenced them during their day. And they can complete it each night, just as a way to kind of reflect and know that they have people that are there to support them, and they can reflect on the good things that happened during the day rather than the bad things that happened during the day. So, and then at the end of the week, they can focus on their whole week, just by looking at this sheet and just notice what has happened over the course of the week. Because I know sometimes we get really busy and we forget these good days that we've had and good moments that we've had. So I thought it was fantastic. Another thing that I really like that Molly brought to us was different breathing techniques. She did as a whole. I took a lot away from this because I found out that it doesn't really work well for me, not in a large group setting. So I really like that she was able to tell me that it can be suited to people's preferences. It can be suited for individual needs, which is great because there isn't just one way for you to do it. So for some youth that would struggle being in crowds or trying to close their eyes and focus on themselves, on what's going on internally, they might not be able to do that in a large group setting. So maybe we need to tailor to their needs and do it individually or give them the skills to do it alone. So I thought it was good to know that there's no like cookie cutter way to do it, that it can be done to suit you and your needs and your preferences. Lastly, what I really enjoyed during this workshop was to find out about sleep, because I have lately been really struggling with my sleep. I've been struggling falling asleep, struggling staying awake, struggling falling asleep and staying asleep. I've been waking up in the middle of the night quite frequently. So Molly gave some tips on how to better your sleep, not keeping electronics close to you, your cell phones. I sleep with mine under my pillow, and I have for years, but they let out electronic like waves that interfere with our sleeping, and they also can, keeping them close to you all the time can result in like tumors, which is not something that's ideal, obviously. So starting last night, I kept my phone away from me. I didn't sleep with it under my pillow, and it worked out well. Still woke up to my alarm, no problem. That was something that I kind of stressed about. Another thing that I changed last night was not having the time projected on my ceiling, because that's been really interfering with my sleep. I've been getting anxious during my sleep thinking that I need to know what time it is. I'm scared I'm gonna oversleep, and I always want to know how much sleep I have left. So by taking that off, I actually slept through the night last night because I knew that it wasn't there. I wasn't able to just roll over and look at the ceiling and fall back asleep. So I think these are really good tips and tricks to bring to the youth that I'm going to be working with, and hopefully help them have better sleeps. Another thing that Molly didn't talk about, but I've just recently realized was, apologize for all this dinging. Another thing that I just changed was I actually put on the night shift on your phone instead of having your regular, I don't know if you can see this, but my night shift comes on at 11 p.m. each night, and it gives it kind of more of a bluish, yellowish tint, and that's supposed to help you sleep better if you're on your phone right before going to bed. It's not the bright light, and there's something about the different lights that kind of affect the way you sleep, affect falling to sleep. So I keep that on now, 11 p.m. until 7 a.m., and I found that it's working for me. So yeah, these are just little tips and tricks that I'm really excited to bring into the field. I'm really excited to use in my everyday life, and I thought this whole workshop was absolutely fantastic. Thanks.